The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. A leper came to Jesus and kneeling down begged him and said, "If you wish, you can make me clean." Moved with pity, Jesus stretched out his hand, touched him, and said, "I do will it. Be made clean." The leprosy left him immediately, and he was made clean. Then, warning him sternly, he dismissed him at once. He said to him, "See that you tell no one anything, but go show yourself to the priest and offer for your cleansing what Moses prescribed. That will be proof for them." The man went away and began to publicize the whole matter. He spread the report abroad so that it was impossible for Jesus to enter a town openly. He remained outside in deserted places, and people kept coming to him from everywhere. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus.
We've been reading from Paul's first letter to the Corinthians for several weeks. And today it almost sounds like he's watering down the gospel. I mean, he said, I try to please everyone in every way. And we know that's not possible. Because of Paul's preaching, many turned from their pagan beliefs and practices and began to believe in Jesus. They were striving to follow the way of love and mercy and service. But many were very new to this Christian faith. And those pagan beliefs were not too far removed from them. They lived in communities where people still offered food to idols. That food would then be sold in the market. Those whose faith was strong realized those offerings, those idols, they meant nothing. So they felt free to buy that food. For them, it was just a good price on hamburger, you know. For some, that was very troubling if their faith was weak or just very new. St. Paul was definitely in the category of having strong faith. He saw no problem in buying and eating that food. Those idols meant nothing. He felt he was free to do that. But if it troubled some in the community, he would not do it. He wasn't giving up his principles. He was giving up some of his freedom to help others come to believe. He didn't want to give anyone a reason to turn away from God. He would not change the message, but he would make a sacrifice. In our gospel, a leper came to Jesus and said, "If you wish, you can make me clean." Jesus said, "I do will it, be made clean." Now, we can't heal somebody just by willing it. But there is a lot we can do to help others come to know Jesus. It's all a matter of if we have the will to do it. Do we have the will to make changes in our lives to follow the way of Jesus more closely? Do we have the will to make our language more uplifting? Do we have the will to turn away from negative talk and gossip? Do we have the will to make sure our actions are honest? Do we have the will to make our lives consistent and be merciful to everyone? do we have the will to go against the crowd if we need to? Lent begins this week, and that's really what Lent is about. It's not surviving 40 days with giving up something we like and then going right back to whatever we gave up on Easter. It's about looking at our lives and finding ways we can more closely follow the path of Jesus. It's coming up with actions that will help us to change our behavior and consistently practicing those actions until they become a part of us. It's possible for us to do this. It's all a matter of the will. If we have the will to do it, we can.